the Man and Woman of the Beatitudes awards are awarded to the young man and young woman in the senior class who have striven in concrete ways to live the 5 characteristics of Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati: zealous student, virtuous athlete, true friend, servant of the poor, witness to holiness. This year, Mary Coleman and Austin Zammit are the recipients of this award. Please join me in welcoming both Mary and Austin to the stage.
Good morning. My name is Austin Zammit. Let me tell you, it is truly an honor to be the recipient of the Man Beatitudes Award. I'm thankful to the school, the wonderful sisters, and the exceptional faculty for all they have done for us over these past 4 years. And even more, I'd like to give thanks to our Lord for giving us a place in his divine and mysterious plan. As part of that plan, I believe we will always cherish the memories and friends we have made here at this school. No doubt there will be a piece of Frassati that will stay with us wherever we go. Let us remember this is not the end of the book we are experiencing today, but the next chapter in our journey. From a broader perspective, we have come to appreciate better over these 4 years at Frassati the overarching design of this divine plan. Think about it. Something we all definitely have in common is that we want to be happy. And we are hardwired by our Creator to only find true happiness in fully giving of ourselves in authentic charity. Pier Giorgio once said, "Every one of you knows that the foundation of our religion is charity." Pier Giorgio had a saintly understanding of this key to happiness and lived out this gospel written on our hearts from Romans 2 by living out the Beatitudes. He had wealth, he had the looks, he had courageous charisma, but these were not the sources of his happiness. The power of Pier Giorgio's life testimony was his focus, not on natural possessions, but on divine gifts of self-giving, where we approach our true dignity of being created in the image and likeness of God. So let us not be afraid to live as peacemakers, to be meek, to be humble, to live by the Beatitudes. Pope St. John Paul the Great had a common theme throughout his pontificate: do not be afraid. So not surprisingly, he once remarked about Pier Giorgio, quote, "I too felt the beneficial influence of his example, and as a student I was impressed by the force of his Christian testimony." Looking at that famous picture of Pier Giorgio standing on the mountaintop, smoking his pipe, reveals that he was a man of courage who was unafraid to overcome the worries that life threw at him. When I personally read about the heroic virtues and charitable acts of Pier Giorgio, I'm reminded of the sheep and goats parable of Matthew 25, where the righteous soul is being judged, asked Jesus, "Lord, when did we see thee hungry and feed thee, or thirsty and give thee drink? And when did we see thee a stranger and welcome thee, or naked and clothe thee?" And Jesus answers them, "Truly I say to you, as you did it to the one of the least of these my brethren, you did it to me." What does this mean for us? Well, to Pier Giorgio, it meant having the insight to see Jesus in those in need. When a friend asked him, how could he stand the smells and the filth of the slums, he replied, "Don't ever forget that even though the house is sordid, you're approaching Christ. Around the sick, the poor, and the unfortunate, I see a particular light, a light we do not have. Therefore, We're being called to be courageous and influential examples of Christian witness. Yes, we are being called to be an army of men and women of the Beatitudes. So go out into your new communities and spread this call to service. Like Pure Giorgio, we are being called to be the Lord's sheep, to be leaders in a searching world. Are you ready? As graduates of Forsati Catholic High School, we are continuing his banner. If we do this, I'm confident one day we will hear the glorious words of our Lord. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your master's house. God bless you.
Cardinal DiNardo, members of the Board of Trustees, Sister John Paul, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends, hello. My name is Mary Coleman, and I want to begin by thanking you all for supporting the school that has allowed my fellow graduates and me to form a foundation of beatitude. Something I have realized in my time here at Forsati Catholic is that our joy is never meant to be kept to ourselves. And it is when we let our joy be contagious that we are able to do God's work. Swimmers, it was your joy of winning the state championship that inspired so many underclassmen to join the team. Sister Elizabeth Marie, it is your joy at our ability to experience literature like Hamlet that heightens our resolve to dive in. Honor societies, it is your joy at putting up fundraisers for others that draws students, parents, and faculty alike to aid in your pursuits. St. Therese of Lisieux has a famous quote reading, "Draw me, we shall run." She is pleading with God to draw herself to him that she may help to pull the rest of humanity to heaven. God is drawing us to himself. In joy, we have drawn others to our activities at the school. Now, as we go into college and do God's work, let us continue to draw others through our joy to charity. People of the Beatitudes, that is how we enter into heaven. There you will be judged based on your charity and how you have allowed Jesus to shine through you. Where, when you're, as Mattress Mac said, Jesus won't say, "How much money did you make?" He will say, "How much impact did you make?" This is what we strive for, to help so many people in every moment possible that when we are called to heaven, they are all waiting with joy to greet us. Fellow graduates, beatitude is remembering that all of heaven is rallying for you and using the joy that springs from that truth to set a fire in the world. Pure Giorgio made an impact not through his words, but through his limitless charity to every person he encountered. I don't know why I'm crying. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It is not as complex as it may sound. It is really quite simple. It starts with little things, picking a smaller bowl of cereal in the morning, offering to carry someone's books for them, or smiling even when you are having the worst day ever. Because it is in those moments of service to others that we show strength. Living a life of beatitude is not about being nice or a complacent person. It is about being strong and rooted in love. And when you allow God to let his light shine in you, that is when you begin to make an impact on the world. You draw others to also want to make an impact on the world. Let us go into the world taking strength from what we have learned inside and outside the classroom, as well as the knowledge of what we are striving for, so that we can set ablaze the world we are about to march into. May the good you speak and the charity you do be spoken back to you when you enter the kingdom of heaven. Thank you.